We kick it off with the hot topic of the hour. Hunter Biden indicted on 3 federal gun charges. The first son faces up to 25 years in jail. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer says this is a very small start.
One of about a dozen crimes that Hunter Biden's committed. And ironically, that's the one crime that he committed that you cannot tie Joe Biden into. So we'll see what happens with the other 11 or so crimes that the president's son's committed.
Joining me right now is former FBI agent Nicole Parker. Nicole, thanks very much for being here. Your reaction to this indictment?
Well, I think that, everyone wondered if there would ever be an indictment, but here we are. It's a gun charge indictment. Maria, as a former agent, I would refer to this as something like Operation Saving Face. I feel like DOJ's hand was forced, and that was because of the whistleblowers coming forward, because of the judge who reviewed the plea agreement and the plea deal and said, no, this is not going to pass. And they had to go back to the drawing board, and here we are with a gun charge indictment. As a former agent, I can tell you I worked violent crime, and obviously I haven't charged every statute out there, not even close, but I have never charged this charge before, and having worked with many ATF agents as well, they charged things for lying on the, it's the ATF form that you have to fill out in order to purchase a firearm. It's called the 4473, and he was charged with 3 counts. And if we walk through each of the counts, the first count that he was charged with basically says that he deceived an FFL, a federal firearms licensee. So in filling out that form, they were deceived. Count number 2 would be the actual lying on the form. And in this instance, the form now is referred to question 21G, the drug user question. Now the form is different. Back in 2018, when he purchased the firearm, it was a different form, but right now it's question 21G. So for the viewers to understand exactly what they're looking at, he's getting charged. The first 2 counts are really for lying on a form. This is probably the most simplistic charge that you could bring on to anybody. And this is from 2018. We are now in 2023. Why did it take 5 years or several years for this to take place? Let me also tell you that the statute of limitations is about to expire on these charges. And then count 3 is basically an illegal drug user in possession of a firearm. These are extremely basic charges, and the statute of limitation is about to expire in October. I'm sorry, it's not a coincidence is all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Well, it just so happens that the House Oversight Committee and the House Judiciary Committee and the House Ways and Means Committee are investigating whether Biden engaged in influence peddling, bribery, money laundering. None of the foreign business deals are mentioned in any way. I mean, it is a glaring, elimination or a lack thereof of these serious charges. Do you think those could come later, or is this a way that the DOJ can, take down Hunter Biden in some way, but not really look at the serious crimes that the Republicans have been investigating?
Right. And again, as I'm looking at each of the counts, in my opinion, this is just a way for DOJ to say, look, we're impartial. We indicted him. These are felony charges. And in my opinion, this does not even come close to a tax evasion charge, a FARA charge, the influence peddling. All of these other additional charges, where are those charges? And again, statute of limitations have expired on certain charges. We had the whistleblowers from the IRS come forward. They weren't allowed to do their jobs. They weren't permitted to really charge the things that needed to be looked at and to be investigated. And that's where we're at.
Yeah, meanwhile, Hunter Biden's attorney, Abby Lowell, is blaming MAGA Republicans for the indictment. He says the original plea deal should still stand. He put out this statement, quote, Hunter Biden possessing an unloaded gun for 11 days was not a threat to the public safety. We believe these charges are barred by the agreement the prosecutors made with Mr. Biden. Nicole, what's your reaction here?
In my opinion, he's lucky that all he's getting is, a few minor gun charges. It could be substantially more than this. And the fact that it's taken this long to do this charge, he's lucky that this is all that he's facing. And frankly, his father could potentially pardon him for this. But again, the sentencing guidelines, you know, you say 25 years. He's not going to get anywhere near 25 years. That's the maximum end of the guideline. And the way that they charge gun things, it would be 0 to 24 guns. This is one gun. I mean, we're looking at a very, very minimal sentencing guideline here. Like in the end, he's not going to get a substantial sentence for this if he is sentenced at all with prison time.
I would imagine there's no prison time whatsoever here, Nicole, because this is a way to say, look over here, not over there. As Andy McCarthy has been saying, Vivek Ramaswamy has been saying, and the House Republicans as well. We'll keep a spotlight on it. It is good to see you. Thank you for your input, Nicole Parker, joining us, former FBI agent, this morning.